We are at an inflection point. ICE is growing at an exponential rate. Federal government is giving them immunity and saying anywhere they are working is off limits to citizens. If we are where they are, we are rioting, impeding, obstructing, breaking the law, and can be pushed, beaten, pepper sprayed in the face. And if we happen to have a concealed carry weapon or fight back, just wiggle even a little bit in their hands, like try to drive away, we can be shot 10 times. What laws protect citizens from ICE? The federal government makes all decisions and then investigates itself when the public gets wind of an abuse of force. What laws protect citizens from ICE near voting stations? What happens when ICE is at every voting station in every neighborhood? Since voting takes place in churches and in schools, what happens if an ICE agent is detaining a person of color near a voting booth? What if they're denying their ID, as they have proven to do in the past? What if a non-person of color citizen intervenes by speaking up, pulling out a cell phone? What happens when both people are allowed to vote, as both are citizens? Does ICE take both citizens to detention, keeping them voting altogether? Do we want ICE determining citizenship before a person can vote, no matter how long ICE says it takes them to do so? Will they make excuses like I see them doing with the Alex Preddy murder? They say he shouldn't have been near an ICE operation. They say he shouldn't have stepped between an ICE agent and a woman being pushed to the ground. Greg Bovino says you're a rioter and an instigator if you blow a whistle or take out your phone. Greg Bovino says not to bring a gun to an area an ICE operation is taking place. What happens when the ICE raid is in your neighborhood or in front of a restaurant you're entering? Make sure they don't see your gun and get spooked. Not only can you be accused of rioting, obstructing, breaking federal laws for doing legal things, you can be detained or killed, and that murder be ruled justified simply because of who did it. So be sure you're on your best behavior, and that ICE agents don't misconstrue your intentions if you're anywhere near an ICE agent. If they are in your neighborhood, abducting your neighbor, drive in circles. You can't drive home just yet. Same goes for driving to work, or the hospital, or to pick up your kid from school. If your kid says ICE is roaming the halls at his or her school, you must trust them. Do not misconstrue your child's behaviors if he feels any such need to defend a kid in his class. This administration wants compliance, so when it's your turn to be faced with a moral or legal dilemma, when it is you who are limited in movement, limited in speech, limited in the use of your cell phone, comply, MAGA. If you think that ICE is being built to be an overpowering force that only one person or one ideological group controls, and that it will never affect you, your loved ones, or your freedoms, you have to be a special kind of stupid. Witnesses to Preddy's murder are afraid to go home. One doesn't know if the murderers will show up at her doorstep. She says they could detain her. I worry it could be something much worse. In Bell, California, a car wreck by ICE led to ICE showing up at that car owner's house where they used explosives to take out their doors and window, with children inside. They had no warrant, no crime they were investigating, just pure retaliation. The Preddy witness should be scared. We all should be.